This is The Wheel of
Content.
the series where I take community suggestions, anything from games to things to react to activities to do, etc. We put them on a wheel, we spin them, and we see what we get. And just as a reminder, if you want to leave suggestions for The Wheel of Content, then definitely be sure to join the Discord server with the link down in the description. And just to reiterate, one item from the previous Wheel of Content that didn't get picked will make its way onto the next wheel, and if it still doesn't get picked, it's put into a backlog for a future series that I have cooking up. And on today's Wheel of Content, we have Littlewood once again, Slime Rancher 2, and the Solarpunk demo. That's enough mining, that's enough crafting. It's time to Minecraft. I mean, spin that wheel. All right, it looks like we're gonna be taking a look at the Solarpunk demo today. And just as proof I didn't cheat, look, here's the 3 items, this is all we got, and then look, 1 result, there you go. So Luke is actually the person who introduced me to this game. He saw that it was, I think it's by the same people that did a game about digging a hole, which was a whole phenomenon for a little bit there. And I'm pretty sure this is by the same people or same publishers or something like that. But Luke showed it to me and it looked like pretty interesting. It looked very cozy, very welcoming, very inviting. And it's full of like solar powered electronics and some automation elements. It's just, it looks like it could be a really fun game once it comes out, which should be later this year. And unknown to me, the demo came out back in late February, and I had only just played it like once, like a while ago, like, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago. And then I was like, wait a minute, I should play this for the Wheel of Content. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We are going to check out the Solarpunk demo. This looks like it could be a really fun game, and we're definitely gonna stream it when it comes out, for sure. But that's enough messing around. Let's play the demo. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the welcomes. Oh, where am I? What happened to that club last night? All I remember is pounding 2, 3, 4, 5 shots of vodka, and the rest was history. Oh, am I in heaven? Did I die? Oh, god damn it. I thought I finally bit the big one, huh? But yes, this is Solarpunk, a world of islands in the sky. It's basically Skyblock, the game, with like automation, like modded Skyblock, the game, plus airships. It looks really cool. I like the look of this game. The aesthetic's very nice. Okay, so we gotta get to work. We gotta get some stuff. We gotta get some resources ASAP. We need some sticks and we need some stones to break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I'm too hungry to sprint. This is bad. We need food. Oh, food. Yes, give me the berries. Oh, thank God, we're fine. Oh, we're gonna live. We're gonna survive. I have a horrible drunken hangover and I barely know what I'm doing. Just point me in the direction of food and I'll be fine. So this game has a lot of different elements from what I can tell anyway. Like I said, I played the demo a little bit a while ago before I decided, no, I should stop and do the rest on the Wheel of Content. This game has a couple elements of a few other different types of games. Like, I remember the building being kind of similar to Valheim. I remember the survival elements kind of reminded me a little bit of like The Forest or like Ark Survival or something like that. And the automation elements just kind of reminding me of like, well, like Satisfactory and stuff like that. And the visuals are just very, very beautiful, very cozy, very nice. Like, look at that. It's beautiful. This is a beautiful screenshot. But we need stuff ASAP. Give me that. Give me them berries. Boy, I need them. Need them to eat. Man's got to eat when he's out doing back-breaking labor. Also, hopefully they stave off my hangover from the previous night before. Can I make anything? Yes, I can make an axe. Thank you. Excellent. Now we can really get to work. By the way, the demo is free, obviously. Most demos are free, but I don't know, maybe there's some people who charge for demos, which would be kind of stupid in my opinion. But yeah, this demo is completely free, so if you want to go play it for yourself, I think you absolutely should. You absolutely should. Also, if you struggle to find sticks or anything like that, just open your menu and craft the sticks, please. All you have to do is craft sticks. That's it. You don't have to go scavenging for them. You can craft sticks because it's a game about crafting and mining. Let's Minecraft. I'm recording this post seeing the Minecraft movie, so I'm probably gonna be making a lot of jokes about that. But I saw a lot of people complaining in the demo. It's like, oh, like the game doesn't tell you that you can make wood into sticks. It's like, do you know how to read? Like, one of the first things the tutorial tells you to is open up your menu and make stuff. You can see right here, very clearly, you can make sticks. So let's make a crafting table. Very, very essential piece of equipment. We're gonna need it. I usually like to, I think we're gonna set up shop down by the lake because I like the lake. You know, it's good. You know, it's good to have water nearby. Very important. Is there anything we can do that's needed? We'll need that later. We kind of just need more rocks right now. I just ate some fried onions earlier, so I'm feeling a little bit funny, so excuse me if I'm acting a little bit wacky. All right, now we can make us a pickaxe, because it is a mining game. We gotta get the stuff. We gotta get the good stuff. There we go. Now we can get all the yummies. But yeah, this game looks like it's gonna be really fun once it's fully out. This demo offers about, like, I think they said on the store page, it offers about like an hour or two of gameplay, something like that. I mean, yeah, you could play for longer if you want, but there's not any more progression beyond like the first hour or two. We need a hoe. And we need a watering can. If you like farming, well, this game has farming in it, so you'll be chilling. Look at them beautiful farm plots. I kind of wish the farm plots were a little bit like, I don't know, more customized maybe. Maybe you make planter boxes or something like that. Because like, you know, placing these tiles just everywhere, like if you don't have a nice flat surface, it's kind of just a tiny bit inconvenient, but it's nothing too bad. We gotta plant food if we want to survive. We gotta plant cotton if we want to make things. That's kind of the big part. We gotta survive. I will survive. As long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. Unless the yellow dollar sign gets me, like it did on my invincible marketing video for having a swear word that's barely visible in the thumbnail. Never letting that go, by the way. And now we water our beautiful crops, our beautiful garden crops. Look at them. They're so nice, so elegant, so rustic. Seems like most survival / sandboxy games nowadays have been taking a lot of inspiration from Stardew in terms of like farming, like legitimate farming, like farming crops, not like farming resources. And I like that. I like that influence. Like I like that I can see that influence of other games that are just major in this sphere, causing others to take inspiration from them. It's very nice. It's a very nice, healthy development cycle. Unfortunately, other islands, even though they're quite visible, are unfortunately disabled in the demo. We don't get to visit any other islands. There is one we can go to, but it's not really like an island, you know? Let us go up here. I should have gone up here when I first played the demo, because there is lots of goodies up here. Chicken! Hey, chicken. I don't think we can actually do anything with the animals in the demo. Can I hit them? Nah, I think they're just sort of here for the demo, just to chill out, you know? Just sort of foreshadow what is to come. All right, we need to get up there. We has got to get up there. Well, we don't have to, but I'd like to. But, oh, no, we can make a hammer here. Fantastic. Now, here's something I'm very excited for in this game. A feature I'm quite looking forward to is the building. Because I did a little bit of the building on my own time, but the building is pretty cool. There's a lot of options when it comes to the building. So let's make us a nice, like, staircase up. And, oh, look at that. Look at that. It just snaps. It just snaps the way you want it to, and then you can rotate it. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. And then like take like, I don't know, like a piece of roof and then just put that there and then look at that. God, I love these kind of building systems. I utterly love them. One of the reasons Luke said he was like interested in this game / liked the look of it is that Luke likes conquering things. He likes taking control of land and sapping it for all its resources. AKA exactly what I do between live streams when we're playing games that require stuff like that. You know how it is if you've ever been to any of my streams back to back. Like you see one stream, then you go to the next stream, and you'll notice that I've done like a bajillion things to sort of essentially colonize whatever game we're playing. This would be a nice spot for a house, but it's really far away from the water, and that's kind of where we need to be right now is the water. But look at this view. It is Skyblock, straight up. It is Skyblock. It is a beautiful Skyblock scenario. And I love the like, I don't know. It's like the visual style kind of reminds me of like Legend of Zelda a little bit, like Breath of the Wild a little bit, like the smoothness of everything and the kind of like hand-drawn-esque looking stuff. Ah, it's raining. Fantastic. That means my crops will just stay watered. This little perch right here seems like a good place for a nice house to look down at our beautiful farm. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. Now, I don't have a ton of room to work with up here, but that's okay. We don't need much to live. Like, I'm a very simple person. I have very, very simple needs. There are not a lot of things in this world that I require to function and feel functional. Pretty much all I need is roof over my head, warmth, cooling when it's hot, food, and a nice place to sleep. That's pretty much all I need. And, you know, all my computers and wires and stuff, but that comes later. So we make us a nice foundation. So we can change the height like so. Very nice. Make it a little bit off the ground just to compensate for any potential changes. We'll make a nice little foundation. Nothing out of the wild. Oh, man. I can't make it any more that way. God damn it. I should have based it off that. Well, it is what it is. We'll make us a nice little home up here. Nothing too wild, just nice and cozy. That is what I like about this game, is it seems like it's gonna be very, very cozy. All right, she's a little bit awkward shaped, but that's pretty much the best I can do. I guess I could add another layer to this side. Can I put one here? Yes, I can. Cool, we'll add one more layer to this side. So we'll have us a nice regular door right here. And then I always like having a back exit, so we'll put a door here. All right, epic building montage, go. Ah, well, I'm out of wood. That's unfortunate. Okay, I just expanded our lovely little garden right here. This one's a little bit, wonky, but it's fine. It's just like my brain. Piece of advice to anybody who plays this game. Replant your trees immediately, because you're gonna need all the wood you can possibly get. After I went and saw the Minecraft movie, I went to one of those AMC theaters, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna buy any food here, because the last time I got food here, honest to God, I felt like I was going to die. I must have had the worst food poisoning. Well, maybe like second worst, because it didn't kill me, but I must have had the worst food poisoning in my life that night. I don't remember what movie I saw. It might have been... I honestly don't remember what movie it was, but I went to AMC one time and I was like, you know what? Their food is really good. It's super tasty and it looks like it's healthy. Well, healthy in the sense of the ingredients are like clean. So I was like, I'm going to buy this, and I'm going to have a big drink and I'm going to sit back and I'm going to have a great time. So that's exactly what I did. And I did have a great time. I don't remember what the movie, well, like I said, I don't remember what movie I was seeing, but it was a great time. I was just felt very happy. I was very happy to have good food, good drink, good setting. I think the theater wasn't too crowded. It was just a great night. Then I go home, I'm nice and full, I'm feeling great, and I go to bed and I sleep for like, maybe like 3 hours, maybe a little bit less. And then I wake up and I had the single most painful experience in my life. It started out as my stomach just being like, and being like, oh God, I need to use the restroom. And then I went to the restroom and I was like, nothing's happening. Nothing's taking the rear exit. What is going on here? And then I felt like it was gonna come out the main exit, the main front exit, the top exit. You know what I'm saying? So I got down on my knees in so much pain, shivering from cold. And I was hovering over my toilet for like 3 hours and nothing happened. I was just in pain. And I was like, please, if there's a God, just kill me now, because the pain was honestly that bad. And then finally at like maybe 4:15, 4:20 in the morning, I finally vomited. And it was the most painful vomit of my life. It was also red, but granted, I had like a red sauce with like some of my food, but it was so painful. My entire body just felt like it was gonna shut down at any given second. And I vomited for like 30 minutes, maybe more. It was the worst. But I knew as I was vomiting that once everything is out, I will be okay. It will be over. It is finally coming to a close. And once the vomiting finally finished and I felt like kind of okay, like it's like, okay, I know my body's telling me there's nothing left that needs to come out, so I'm okay. Next thing I know, it is like 6 or 7 in the morning and I'm still in the bathroom and I'm like, oh my God, how long was I suffering for? I must have passed out during this time period, right? Like I must have, because there's it is almost a blank in my memory. Like I remember the pain, I remember the vomit, I remember that, but all that extra time just suffering, I feel like my brain just like subconsciously just suppressed it to a point where it's like I don't remember it, because it probably just was so bad that my brain is like, nope, that's too much trauma. Anyways, that's not at all the point I wanted to make. It is just something that came into my head. The point I was gonna say is I went to an AMC theater to see the Minecraft movie and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna eat anything because of that whole story. So I didn't eat anything, I didn't buy anything, I didn't even get a drink. I was like, nope, I'll be fine. So me and the person I went with, like a lifelong like family friend, went to Cheesecake Factory afterward. And I'm not a big cheesecake guy, but I've heard their like normal food is really good. And I was looking on the menu and I was like, dang, a lot of these options seem to be chicken based. And I'm like, why chicken specifically? And I don't know, but like I wasn't complaining about it. So for those of you who don't know, I'm vegetarian, technically speaking. I consider myself 95% vegetarian. Because every now and then, like once a month, I will allow myself to eat something that's meat, and it's typically chicken or like a lighter meat. So that's what I decided to do at Cheesecake Factory. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get one of these chicken meals. I just don't know which one I'm gonna get yet. So I decided to take a look at the specials, and I see that they have chicken shawarma, and all I could think about in that moment was, oh, hey, that's like when Tony Stark did the thing with the nuke in Avengers and was like, oh yeah, I've never had shawarma before, but there's a shawarma joint not far from here. Do you guys want to go get shawarma? And that's all I could think about in that moment. And I was like, I have no idea what shawarma is, but all the ingredients were good, like pita bread, lettuce, tomato, chicken, the good grilled chicken. Like, it looked yummy. It looked really yummy. Like, just on the menu, it looked good. So I ordered the shawarma and a nice big Coca-Cola because everybody knows I am a Coke fanatic. And no, you're not allowed to take that out of context in a courtroom, or I swear to God. And I'm like, okay, great. Shawarma will be here soon. I'm excited for the shawarma. I have no idea what it is, but all the ingredients are things that I like. And then the shawarma arrives, and it is one of the most like elegant, high-end, fancy-looking dishes I've seen in like the last couple years. Like, I've had some fancy meals before. Like, I will not deny, I've been to some rich places because of rich family friends, and just being in a situation where it's like a party or a get-together or something, and there is like richness happening. Like, there is richness happening, and I will be experiencing finery, which is awesome. But this shawarma was beautiful. It was a beautiful display of food. The presentation was a 10 out of 10. It was a perfect presentation. Now, my only gripe with it is that it had a little bit of ranch dressing on it, but it wasn't enough to ruin the experience. Like, if there's a tiny bit of ranch, but the rest of it's good, I'm like, okay, that's totally fine. I can do that. And it was delicious. Anyway, that's my story about shawarma and AMC theaters almost killing me. So if I ever die due to food poisoning, just, keep them as a suspect in the lawsuit, please. Okay, back to Solarpunk. Jesus Christ. I need chests. My inventory is getting desperately full, so we need to get the research table, one of my favorite things. I love games that have, like, research mechanics. I love it. I love it. I love it. Research mechanics are really cool. They are really cool. I love like researching and unlocking tech trees in a very organized order. It makes me very, very happy. So we need chest. Research that immediately. Let's also make a crafting table for the house for when we're not outside and doing stuff. And we'll make us some chests. There we go. Strong box 1 and strong box number 2. Some of our crops are done. Yeah, boy. Now I have to water them all. This game's like gardening mechanic, it's like a very simple gardening mechanic. It's making me want to get back into gardening and like having plants to take care of. And that is not something that I have been into since I was like, I don't know, 12. But I was a good gardener. I'm proud to admit I was a good gardener. I was consistent, I was like good with it, I took the proper precautions to keep like pests and stuff away. I was a good gardener back in my heyday. I did homegrown tomatoes at one point, and they were so unbelievably delicious. I think I also grew cilantro one time. I think I had a cilantro plant at one point. What I should do, here's what I should do. I should get all my own homegrown ingredients, like, cilantro, tomatoes, stuff like that. And I should use that to make my salsa come summertime. Because I'm planning to make homemade salsa again this summer, because I did a really good job with it last time. And I think if I home grow some ingredients, it'll just come out a lot better. So our next primary objective in this world is going to be researching all the good stuff. We will require rain collectors so we can have water, beehives for a single candle, which is fine. The candles are actually really nice. Wells we could have built our house somewhere else, but I don't know. I like living by a lake. I also need to research a bed, because we need a bed. We need a place to sleep. I've been going for like a day and a half straight on a horrible vodka hangover, and I don't want that to continue. I want a bed. I want a nice place to lay down and vomit. Look at that, our very own bed. That's not really a great spot to sleep. I guess I could sleep near the back door. I think that's all right. There we go. Nice bed. And now we gotta unlock tier 2, so we gotta get the well. Boom! Oh, right, we actually have to unlock the tier. Right. It's not just like, oh, you research everything and then you get the tier. No, you gotta actually unlock the tier. And tier 2, baby. Furnace. Definitely research that. The airship dock. We're gonna need this later. But for now, I want the decorative stuff. Dang, I'm flat out of wood again? This is not good. All right, I'll be back after a day of lumberjacking. Lumberjacking, that did not sound right. I imagine this game is gonna have like, I imagine not all the islands will be this like beautiful grassland place. Like I imagine there's going to be like different like quote unquote biomes, like maybe like probably like a desert biome, probably like a snowy island, snow stuff. I love snowy environments. I'm a big sucker for those. Maybe there'll be like a semi-ocean themed one or like a water themed one. I don't know how that would work, but I'd love to see some like huge waterfalls and stuff like that. And as crazy as this sounds, I hope the game takes longer to come out. Like I hope it comes out this year, I really do, because I want to play it. But I hope it takes like as long as it needs to, because I want this game to be good. In its current state, it is pretty good. I can enjoy a game like this. But I hope the full version, I hope it is just, I just hope it is top tier stuff. I just hope it is gamer. I'm also very curious about like what the end of the game will be, like what the final goal is. I mean, I imagine automating everything and making crazy machines, and maybe like there's some super giga airship you can make, which would be really cool. I hope that the end is like, I hope that there's like, maybe not a plot, but like an end goal to reach, like some big island where you have to like assemble something or like use all your automation powers to like fix something. I know I'm shilling this game a lot. I promise I'm not sponsored, although I wish I was. Give me a call. People who made this game, give me a call. Give me a call. I'd love to do the sponsorship thing. All right, let's make us a nice little small table for the bedside. Little bedside table. Nothing crazy, just a little bedside table. Look at that, beautiful bedside table to put stuff on. I kind of wish some of this decorative stuff was just like in the hammer menu. Where's the hammer? Oh yeah, I don't have a hammer anymore. I wish that the decorative stuff was just kind of part of this menu. Like maybe it will be in the full game, but I kind of wish the decorative stuff was like its own thing in the hammer as opposed to crafting it here. But it's not a huge deal, it's not a huge deal. Is it raining? Oh, thank the gods. Oh, that means we can make rain collectors now. That's really good. Actually, I'm getting kind of thirsty now that I'm looking at it. I'll put our rain collectors right over here. I love rain collection in games. It's something I'm kind of a sucker for. Also, now that I'm looking at it, you can actually see it slowly filling up. Usually it's just like, it goes through a couple of states. Like, oh yeah, first it's like like it's empty, then it goes to like semi-full, then close to full, and then full. But oh, you actually see it going up. Very minor detail that I greatly appreciate. We gotta get some furnaces going ASAP. We're gonna need some stone. I know I have spare around here. Yes, I do. We're gonna want a couple of these bad boys to do our cooking. We gotta get our manufacturing going. This isn't 7 days to die. We don't need to make like a bajillion of everything. Alrighty-o. We need to find a very specific thing now. I think it's somewhere on that side of the island, I think. Because the island is the same every time in the demo, but I imagine in the full game it'll be seeded, where it's like worlds based on seed. So let's get us a nice staircase going. There we go. Look at that, beautiful. And you know, there's other ways to improve these little like just quick. Oh yeah, I just built it to get up there. Like let's actually go ahead and make this one nice. Like let's add some poles to the underside. Hang on, change orientation. There we go. Let's place a pole like that, and then like so. Look at that. And then we could add some half poles like so, somewhere, probably somewhere here. Oh no, can we not put them under the stairs? Oh, that's unfortunate. Still, it's a nice little addition. Just little details like that can make little, like, I guess we can call them slop builds just a little bit easier. And here we go. Here's the crashed airship. So we open this and we get our airship components. Also, if you're curious, I don't know if this game's releasing on console. I'd put money on it probably not releasing on console, probably, but maybe it will in the future. You know how devs are. If a game does good enough, then they'll port it to console. If enough people ask for it and they think it's a good business investment. Ah, look at that. That is some beautiful lighting. All right, let us have our first ever sleep. It's been a while. Let's have a nice lay down. Let's sleep off that hangover. Good morning, world. Oh, hello, life. Now, we has got to research us an airship dock, so we're gonna need some cloth. Where's the cloth? There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we gonna need us some of that iron. I started cooking up some of that iron. There we go. Airship dock, researched. And we might as well research the decorative plants whilst I'm on it. And that is all the researchables for the demo. This is it. Like, and we can see some of the other stuff like iron tools, animal basics, more decorative plants, bigger ones, cacti. That's gonna be great. I love cactuses. A magnetic fishing rod. That sounds awesome. couches and carpets. We got shelves, dressers. Like, look at all this cool stuff we'll be able to make in the full game. Oh, scarecrow. I love me a scarecrow. We can make shrubbery. We can make, oh, they got the couch swing. Oh, bro, I love that kind of stuff. But yeah, we got to make us an airship dock. That is top priority right now. Airship dock. We got the wood, we need more iron, and we need 3 cloth. Well, that's easy. So I'm gonna make another furnace to make more iron. That way we get it done quicker. So while the iron smelts, we shall make us, I'm thinking make us 2 beehives. Why not? Show off all the features. Let's make us 2 beehives. Put them right out here. Put a beehive here, and then the beehives have to be pretty far away from each other to function. There we go. So these bad boys will fill up and give us wax. Oh, hello, bee. You were right in my face there for a second, weren't you? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, there they are. Those little baby bees. Look at it. Look at the little baby bees. Look at the little baby bees. And look, we got plenty of clean drinking water. Gulp. Let's make some dough and get us some bread up in here. Let's make that bread. All right, that should be all the iron for the dock. Is it? Can we make it yet? Can we make the dock? Bit short on wood, but we don't have enough, whatchamacallit. We don't have enough iron. Ah, our big old maple trees have grown. Beautiful. Look at them beautiful golden orange leaves. Ah, I've always had a sucker for this specific kind of color on trees. Bread, baby. We got the bread. All right, I'm feeling like $1,000,000 now that we got that mad bread. Let us make the dock, shall we? What seems like a good stepping off point for our dock? What's like a good spot? Maybe right down here by the lake. This might be a good spot. Yeah, it must be in the air. Everybody knows that. Oh, no. There, right like that. There's our dock. Now we can begin building. Ooh, airship manual. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Now we can build us our airship. We just need more iron and some cloth, and we can make an airship, and we can get on out of here. We can find our way back to the bar so we can drink some more. But there's a few things I want to do first. First of all, I'd like to replace the doors with glass doors, because that's way cooler, and just add some windows around the place. We want to have windows along this side so we can see our beautiful garden. Yes, just like so. We make us some beautiful window walls. Bam, bam, bam. Now we can look out and see our garden. Hell yeah. And we'll put one next to the bed. Every bed, I feel like every bed needs a bedside window. I feel like that's a necessity. And look at that. That's just added a lot to this. Having windows is always a good thing. All right, let's do it. Let's build our airship. Baya! And we get a little cutscene. Hell yeah. Look at that beauty. High-tech, futuristic, clean energy airship. And that's us there on the left. I hope there's character customization in the main game. But here she is, the airship. The biggest, like, kind of one of the big parts of this game is going to be flying around in this bad boy. So let's take her for a spin, shall we? Thankfully, I already know how to pilot this thing. So we're gonna lift up, and then we're gonna go on. It's like an in-game joystick, kind of. And then if you press W in S for acceleration, so it can be a little bit tricky to get the hang of, and I understand people who don't like the controls. I'm still not the biggest fan of them, but they're all right. Okay, so we gotta find us the one place we can go to with the airship, and I don't remember precisely where it is. I remember seeing it earlier. I think it's on the other side of the island. Yeah, it's that way. It is definitely this way, so let us ascend. I recommend anybody who plays this, don't fly at full speed. It won't end well for you, I promise. That's where we're going, that place right there. You can also press and hold right click to look around, like if you just want to take in the environment, take in the sky, if you will. All right, there she is. That's where we're going, that blimp looking place. We should be able to get there no problem if I can keep us on course. The wind is going to be a bit of an oof. You actually are going to have to account for wind in this game, which is pretty interesting. It's gonna make piloting a little bit. Okay, let's slow the hell down. We're getting real close to our target here. There she is. If we get inside that blue box, we are big chilling. Come on, we're gonna make it. We are gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. And dock. There we go. And look at that successful flight. And here we are. This is the merchant, like the store. Like this is like the store place. It's pretty interesting looking. And we're going to be able to unlock and research other things here, like sprinklers and weather stations and a lights pack and windmills, sky turbines, transport drones. Like this game is going to be really good. And we have a note here. you receive the energy demo pack added to your inventory, and it gives you a whole bunch of little just stuff. It gives you all the energy stuff. It gives you some starter energy stuff. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to save that for when the full game comes out. But there you have it. That, my friends, is the Solarpunk demo. I really like this game, and I really like the concept of flying an airship around and just having a good time, you know, conquering some islands, taking their resources, building some cool stuff. I really like this game. I could sit down and turn my brain off to this game for quite a while, and I really hope that the mechanics, the electronics and automation seem pretty similar to Planet Crafter's like simplistic automation and simplistic power / energy system. It seems to have a bit more depth than that, but it still seems to be generally fairly simplistic and easy to understand. So if you're scared of things like automation and electronics and stuff like that, don't worry. This game will be fine for you. It's pretty easy to understand. Also, I just love the whole vibe of it, using solar power and like clean energy to like create an interesting, like not like an empire, but well, I guess, yeah, like an empire of automation, and take control of other islands and just generally just have a good time with it. It's just, I really like it. I like this game. I like the concept of this game, and I'm very excited for the full release. Now let's see if I can pilot back into the dock without crashing into the trees. Okay, bringing her around. Bringing her around, bringing her up, slow down. We're gonna hit the wall, forward, back, up. Oh man, where are we going? I cannot see anything. Whoa, slow. Line her up, hit the throttle just a little bit, just slow her down, dock. There we go, perfect, flawless docking. Hold up. But no, that's going to do it for the Solarpunk demo. I hope you all enjoyed this wheel of content, and I hope you all enjoyed this game. I think it's honestly really cool. I think it's going to be a good game. And if you agree with me and you ended up enjoying this video, then definitely be sure to hit the like and sub button. I would greatly appreciate it. We recently hit 13K subs, and that was just really cool. You know, thank you all so much for the ongoing support. It really does mean a lot to me. And if you really like the way I do things and you want to show me a little bit of extra support, then definitely consider becoming a channel member. Not only do you get access to a whole bunch of exclusive rewards, but you also directly support me in the process. And I've also moved the early video access perk down to the lowest tier, so if you want to watch my videos early and get member-only community posts for just $3 a month, well, consider doing that. But that's gonna do it for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, have a good day, everyone. Goodbye, so cruel world.